Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, October 17th, show that Tracy Quartermaine will confront Cody Bell about the whole Serenity situation, but Cody will insist he doesn't want to be part of a bad pattern she's faced regarding money and moochers. However, Tracy may push Cody to have a little faith in their friendship and accept that she can trust her own judgment here. Whatever the case, Tracy will eventually offer to help Cody out, so it sounds like she'll indeed loan him the Serenity down payment. Meanwhile, Sasha Gilmore Corbin will reel now that Holly Sutton has shown up at the door. Sasha just asked Mother what she's doing there, so Holly will have a lot to say to her apparent daughter on Thursday's show. Holly will warn that Sasha is going for disaster and refuse to let that happen. Based on Holly's worried comment about never having too many Scorpios, it sounds like Robert Scorpio may be Sasha's father. Since Max Scorpio is Cody's dad, that certainly presents a problem for Sasha and Cody's romance if they're first cousins. Holly may push Sasha to break things off with Cody now before she gets any deeper involved with her close blood relative. Sasha will receive life-changing news according to General Hospital spoilers, so she may have to wrap her head around the fact that Cody is family. Holly will scramble to explain on Thursday's show, so that could involve an answer for Sasha or perhaps one for Jack Brennan if he backs her into a corner over the stolen diamonds. Next, it looks like Jordan Ashford will have a talk with Alexis Davis about Molly Lansing Davis and TJ Ashford's relationship. If it's going to live, it seems Jordan will think TJ and Molly will have to make sure that happens on their own. Over with Molly, she'll vent to TJ about her sister and all the trouble she causes. Molly will make a statement about Christina Corinthos Davis causing even more trouble soon enough. If anybody is gonna tank this case, it's gonna be Christina, Molly says on Thursday's GH preview video. Christina can also be seen telling someone that they're going to pay for what they've done in the preview clip, so she may lash out at Ava Jerome once again. As for Rick Lansing, he'll make a dirty move. Will that be a move to help Ava or perhaps something to move the wheels of justice along for Heather Weber? Across town, Dante Falconeri and Sam McCall will take a sigh of relief over her donor match and screening results. It won't be long until Sam and Dante round up the kids to give important updates. Rocco Falconeri, Danny Morgan and Scout Quartermaine will all find out that Sam's going to be Lulu's liver donor, so they'll definitely be taken aback. This news will be something to celebrate for now, but Sam's fatal outcome will put a damper on that party in the coming episodes. Talk about shades of flowers in the attic that Holly and Sasha reveal on today's General Hospital was a twist. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as VC Andrews' Dollenganger siblings falling in love in her debut book, but it still has the potential to make us feel slightly queasy. It was pretty clear all episode that Holly was a bit too interested in Sasha and Cody's relationship, nervously peppering Felicia with questions about the two of them. Then, as the day finished, we got the big reveal with Holly showing up at Sasha's door and being greeted with, "What are you doing here, Mother?" Yikes! Well, we guess that answers the question of who Sasha's mom is. But we have a feeling that's only part of the problem, because if her dad is who we're afraid about, things between Sasha and Cody just got a whole lot ickier because we can't imagine any reason for Holly to be so worried about Sasha and Cody unless Robert is Sasha's father. And since Robert is Mac's brother and Cody's uncle. Well, you can see where this is going. If that's the case, we're thinking Sasha doesn't know, otherwise she's willingly hooking up with her cousin. And that would take this twist to a whole level of wrong that we aren't prepared to deal with. Our guess is that while Holly may have her theories that Robert is Sasha's father, she doesn't know for sure. That's a more familiar daytime trope that gives storytellers an out and finally lets them confirm that close relatives are not doing the horizontal tango and falling in love. But at the same time, it's not completely unfamiliar ground. Loving went there back in the day. And Guiding Light's Tammy and Jonathan were married cousins not all that long ago. That, though, ended with Tammy's death, so that's just one more reason why we'd really love it if General Hospital didn't model Sasha and Cody after them. We guess we'll just have to wait and see if Sasha's happiness is about to be ripped away once again, or Holly's just touching base with a daughter she hasn't seen in a while. Either way, things just got a whole lot more interesting. Sad and sentimental? Indeed. However, supporters who are upset that Sam is going to die will probably consider her death to be a blessing for another heroine, which will sting like a sore thumb. Because of this, new Lou will awaken to a hostile audience. Furthermore, the storyline that General Hospital appears to be planning for Luke and Laura's daughter would only work to further disadvantage her. The thread that was cut when Lulu fell into a coma, that she still loves and longs to be with her ex-husband, Dominic Zamprogna's Dante Falconeri, will undoubtedly be picked up by the serial opera. Sam's significant other, the investigator, will be donating Lulu not just a portion of her liver but also her lover, according to the episode. What comes next? Giving Charlotte's mother and Rocco an all-black outfit as a bequest, of course, the fact that Monaco left on her own volition further complicates things. The actor, who has been a regular on Front Burner for 21 years, described her firing as retaliation at its finest earlier this month. She did not explain how, but she said she will in the future. I'll make an appropriate statement. The truth will deliver you. So when the reunion comes at Sante's expense, will anyone be able to cheer for Lant? The knowledge that his girlfriend ultimately gave her life to save the life of his ex-spouse would undoubtedly cause Dante to be overwhelmed with guilt. It's conceivable that even Lant shippers will regret Sante ending so their couple may start over. Spoilers for General Hospital indicate that Heather Weber might be leaving Pentonville soon. Rick Lansing predicted what would happen if Heather's charges were dropped to manslaughter and assured Curtis Ashford that Heather would get her day in court. In that scenario, Rick recommended that the judge release Heather right away in light of the time she had already served. Considering that Alexis Davis's personal jail arc is now complete, there's absolutely no good reason to keep Heather behind bars and continue this plot. The GH writers might as well start working on the next section of this, which takes us to Rick's cunning action on October 17th. It's possible that Rick will try to influence the outcome or hurry Heather's hearing in an effort to play dirty. Given that it seems likely that Rick's warning regarding Heather's quick release would come to pass, what will be her first destination as a free woman? There are solid grounds to believe Heather may make her way straight to the Quartermain estate. Sasha Gilmore Corbin is seen in GH's weekly preview video greeting a familiar face and inquiring as to their whereabouts. Today on General Hospital, Sam gets secondary testing, Portia questions Isaiah and Elizabeth, Tracy admonishes Sasha, Felicia catches Holly up, and Brennan warns Jason and Anna. In Terry's office, Sam reels upon finding she's a match for Lulu. If only she'd been tested sooner. Terry tells her the fact that she's here now is amazing. Now, she needs to decide if she'll go through with the secondary screening to determine if she can give. Sam easily agrees to it but doesn't want to tell Dante until she's sure the transplant is a go. After Lulu is stable at the hospital, Portia needs a word with Liz and Isaiah. Liz tells a nervous Dante to wait in Lulu's room and that she'll update him later. In the corridor, Isaiah says that while he was checking on Lulu he saw that her ventilator was powered down. Elizabeth adds she helped him until the ventilator was replaced. Portia thanks the doctor for his quick work but reminds him he's not on staff there. Liz says if it weren't for him, Lulu might not have made it. Jordan joins them, surprised to hear Isaiah saved Lulu's life. Isaiah explains her respirator failed. Maybe, Portia says. They still have to explore because closely monitored ventilators don't fail for no reason. After Liz and Portia step away, Isaiah asks Jordan to dinner to repay her for saving his life. They banter over her being alone to be repaid before they head off together. A sorry Isaiah and Elizabeth face a glowering Portia. Elsewhere in the hospital, Portia and Elizabeth agree they've never seen a ventilator just break down like that. Portia plans to call the vendor, afraid about a lawsuit. Elizabeth doesn't know how much longer Lulu can hang on. If Sam's liver isn't viable, Lulu could die. After summoning Jason to Anna's office, Brennan comes. He tells them they send a team to Sidwell's compound after the drone strike, but his body wasn't among the casualties. Plus, the pilot he hired to get them out of Africa has been killed. His plane was ransacked and torn apart, leading him to ask if either of them brought back a souvenir from their trips. They promise him they had no time to pick up knickknacks. He asks about Lucky and Holly. They rule out Lucky but can't answer for Holly's every movement. He urges they keep their eyes open because Sidwell will take down anyone who gets in his way. Sitting across from Felicia at the grill, Holly raises her face in surprise. Felicia meets Holly at the bistro as the latter admires Sasha and Cody's Deception magazine ad. Felicia fills her in on Cody being Mac's son and that Sasha is his lover. Holly's brows raise as she anxiously asks more questions about Cody, especially if he's pulling a con on Mac. Felicia is sure he's a Scorpio. Hurrah, Holly says, wincing. You can never have too many of them. She nervously sips her drink. Diane leaves Robert's office when Mac enters. Mac is thrilled to see them so happy and warns his brother away from Holly. Robert tells him he's in a relationship he really wants. Mac is happy to hear he's moved on, but he doesn't trust Holly. He tells Robert not to let her blow up his relationship with Diane. At the Quartermaine house, Sasha tells Michael that Cody needs an investor for Serenity. If the money were for her, Michael would be all in, but he doesn't know Cody that well. Therefore, it's not a wise use of his cash. He promises her this won't affect their friendship and leaves. Tracy enters the living room to question Sasha about asking Michael for money. Sasha tells why she did it for Cody. Tracy wants Sasha to remember her place. Asking Michael, her boss, for money is egregious. If anything like this happens again, Sasha will be seeking work elsewhere. Tracy wryly purses her lips in the Quartermaine house. At the nurse's hub, Dante yells at Elizabeth for not returning to tell him. She explains she had to follow procedures and write out an incident report first. Dante hangs his head and apologizes. Liz knows he's just worried and that he loves Lulu. They laugh over falling for the Spencer brothers. Elizabeth notes they both moved on, though, and found happiness with other people. Doesn't mean we love them any less, Dante says. Elizabeth gets a message from Terry that the screening tests are in. Jordan and Isaiah have a drink at the surf lodge. They flirtatiously banter as they discuss their work callings. Isaiah says being a transplant surgeon was great, but he's not in the miracle business anymore. Jordan and Isaiah sit across a table from each other at the surf lodge. Diane returns to Robert's office and asks what Mac wanted. He admits Mac is convinced he's still hung up on Holly, but tells her he isn't. She playfully asks for more proof, so he kisses her. As Sasha collects herself over her meeting with Tracy, she answers a knock at the Quartermaine's door. Holly stands on the other side. "What are you doing here, Mother?" a stunned Sasha asks. Sam tearfully comes to Dante in Lulu's room. "It's me. I'm the match. I can save Lulu." Sasha gapes in the Quartermaine house doorway. Next on General Hospital, Cody doesn't want to be part of a pattern with Tracy. Holly wants to help Sasha avoid disaster. Dante and Sam share news about Lulu by the kids, and Christina says someone will pay for what they've done. Anna tried to get Sunny in the interrogation room before she reviewed the evidence with Marty, but Sunny insisted on listening. Anna finally admitted that someone had anonymously left a gun at the station, and they thought it was the one Alexis had. She explained that it was registered to Sunny, and ballistics had proven that the gun hadn't killed Agent Cates. At that point, Sunny decided he was not about to tell the police anything about his lifetime of crimes. The FBI prosecutor didn't want to let Alexis off so quickly, but Marty said he was making a motion to have the charges against Alexis dropped. After the brouhaha finished with Sunny and the lawyers, Anna sat down to talk with Dante. She asked what would have happened if the lawyers had not come. "I kinda got the feeling that you were going to tell Sunny about the gun," Anna said. Dante admitted that the thought had crossed his mind. Dante once again told Anna that he had often seen a different side of Sunny, just as she had. Dante then opened up to Anna regarding how he'd been feeling about Lulu. He didn't want to have to tell Rocco that his grandfather might go to jail. Anna knew why Dante wanted to take a leave of absence. She regretted not being there for Robin during Robin's teenage years, and she wanted Dante to be there for Rocco. In the Pentonville visiting area, Alexis did her best to get Christina to stop blaming herself for the legal mess that Christina's parents were in. Alexis reminded Christina that Sunny had caused the situation by killing John Cates. "Your father got us into this, and he's the one who has to get us out," Alexis said. Love General Hospital, B&B, Days, or other soaps? Join the talk on our SC boards. Click here to meet with fans and dive into discussions now. Alexis explained to Christina that Sunny's career choices were going to catch up with him, and that was the day. Before Alexis could say any more, a guard came by to take Alexis to a meeting. Both Alexis and Christina were sure that Sunny had confessed. As Sunny followed Anna into the PCPD questioning room, Dante called out Sunny's name to stop him. Before Dante could tell Sunny about the missing gun showing up, Marty walked in and demanded to know why nobody had told him about the new evidence in Alexis' case. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.